Hey, what's up guys? J.Griggs here with a few guitar tips. So today, we're going to be going over the CAGED system. And all the CAGED system really is a series of known chord shapes that apply all at the neck and basically help the player find chord changes a lot more quickly and also find inversions a lot more simply. Now all I'm here to do is just show you exactly what the CAGED system is, but more importantly, how to apply it to your everyday playing. Alright, so all we're really trying to do is just pull out some more creative elements that you might not have yet stumbled upon. So hopefully you find this helpful, so here goes. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the chord forms in the CAGED system. Now the first letter of CAGED is C, which represents the C major chord. Now the second letter is an A, which represents the A major chord. The third letter is a G, which represents the G major chord. The fourth letter is an E, which represents the E major chord. And the last letter is D, which represents the D major chord. Okay, now what most people do or do not understand about these chord shapes is what their inversion actually is. Now, the C major is actually in first inversion because its third, E, is in the bass. Okay, now A is in second inversion because the E, again, is in the bass, which is the fifth of that chord. Now G, that's in root position because the G is in the bass of the chord. Now E is also in root position because E is also the root of the chord. And the D can also be in two positions, actually. It can be in first inversion with the F sharp in the bass, you kind of just reach your thumb around. Or it can be in second inversion with the fifth in the bass by just playing the A string. Okay? So now that that's understood, I'm going to show you how to apply this CAGED system elsewhere on the neck. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to apply the CAGED system to your fretboard. Okay. So the CAGED system is almost like a capo, but just with your fingers. So I'm going to sound an E major chord. Okay. Now, if I capo it at the first fret, and I play that same E major chord, it now sounds an F. If I move it up to the second fret, and play that E major shape, it sounds an F sharp. Same all the way up. So if I put it on the 7th fret and play an E major chord, that sounds a B. Okay? So I can play a C major with the C major chord shape. Now if I put that on the 2nd fret, it now sounds a D with the same chord shape. So in essence, what you want to do is learn each of these chord shapes all the way up the neck by barring it with your finger. Okay guys, so now that we know what the CAGED system is, I'm going to show you how the CAGED system works. So we're going to start off with the basic progression, A major, to C sharp minor, to F sharp minor, to D major, to E major, and back to A major. Okay, simple enough. If you noticed, my hand made several passes up and down the neck, starting with A major, up to C sharp minor, down to F sharp minor, across the neck to D major, up to E major, and then finally back to A major. Now the whole point of the CAGED system is to eliminate all unnecessary movement of the hands. So basically as a guitar player, once you find a position, you kind of want to stay there. It's most comfortable. And the way the guitar is actually designed, most of the notes you want to hit are within 1 to 2 frets of what position you are currently in. Okay guys, so I'm going to play that progression for you one more time, but I'm going to show you how the chords that I play relate to the CAGED system. Okay, now the first chord that I played was an A major, so we're going to start with the E major shape. We're going to slide it up to the 7th fret and bar at the 5th fret, which is an A major chord, okay? The next chord is a C sharp minor, so we're going to play an A major shape, and then we're going to slide that up to the 6th fret and bar at the 4th fret, okay? Now what that sounds is a C sharp major. Now since we're in the key of A major, that chord needs to be a C sharp minor. So what we're going to do is lower the 3rd to create a C sharp minor. Okay? Now the next chord is similar because the next chord is an F sharp minor, but it starts off as a D major formation, moved up to the 7th fret, okay? And we're going to bar it at the 4th fret. We're going to create that same D major formation, but what we're going to do is also lower the 3rd because we're in an A major and that creates an F sharp minor. So what that sounds like is this. Okay? Now the next chord, it's back to the A major shape. It's slid all the way up to the 7th fret and barred at the 5th fret, which creates a D major. Okay? Now the next chord is an E major, and all that is a C major chord shape slid up to the 7th fret and barred at the 4th fret. Okay? And what that creates is an E major. and then the last chord is back to the A major. Okay, so that's the CAGED system. It just helps you keep your hands in the same position. I'm gonna play this one more time for you, just so you can see the ease and almost the fluidity rather than moving your hands up and down the neck. So we'll go. And that is the CAGED system in action. Well, I hope that was helpful, guys. Now remember, the chord shapes I showed you are not limited to just that. You should learn the major 7 types of these chords, the dominant 7 types of these chords, the major 6 types, the suspended types of these chords as well. Just experiment around with the CAGED system all the way up, and you can really be surprised as the type of melodies and even chord progressions that you find. Well, thanks again for your time. See you guys later.
Sober, I just don't know what to do. I wake up every morning and put on those same old Sunday shoes. Retrace my steps, stop to think just for a while. But when the morning comes, I'm still awake. Mama, where's that loving smile? It's what you told me.